Hey guys, what is up? It is Riley here, and today I'm going to describe something really interesting with my Boppa 2000. It's actually giving out what I call a jump scare warning. And basically what it is there's going to be like 7 or 8 clicks before a jump scare. I never counted exactly, but I guess I'm going to do it now. Now, there's actually a combination, like there's always a different variation each time. Each time the alarm goes off. But um, the very common one is a single click, which is 1. And then there's also other variations such as a double click or a triple click. I actually got to a triple click yesterday. That's how far I got to. And like usual, it will stop after 6 rounds, but it will give another warning immediately. So something you got to be aware of. And then I used to call it the problematic warning. And why is because you know how I'm going to move the screwdriver. You know how in a 2000, if there's a problem, like say mostly a battery problem, it could click before a jump scare, and that's what would be described as a problematic warning. And so now this one, my keychain isn't really that loud, except when the battery power is high, but the volume goes down a little bit. And then the warning is basically a series of silence. There it goes again. Silence followed by a few quiet clicks. That's one variation. So basically it's doing 1 click and then it's resuming again. But at the end it's gonna do a double click. I have not done much videos with my Bop at 2000 keychain. I will be getting a 1996 original probably in 2 weeks. I believe this is round 5. That's a double click. So a single click is just 1, a double click is 2, and then a triple click is 3, and they're all in a row. And then there's going to be a series of silent clicks before another continuous jump scare is going to happen again. So that's 1. I believe that's 2. And the clicks are pretty faint. Well, Well, with my 2000, it can be pretty different. Either it's going to be pretty loud, which is the click during a jump scare, or if it's just clicking, then it's usually faint. Or if it clicks at the end of a demon jump scare, which is pretty common.
Take pic. Stop recording video.
Okay, so this is part 2, since I accidentally stopped the recording while I was turning up the volume. But this is the same one, the Botbit 2000's problematic warning, part 2. So far, it's done 2. It's still clicking. So if it's clicking, it's usually that's what a problematic warning is. It's either going to be clicking or mild crackling, but it's usually clicking. But with my 2000, it's probably, I mean, I guess it clicks just as much as any 2000, except that my 2000 keychain is kind of has a better variation of things. Now, the really weird thing is, it starts out really quiet. But the first time you do it, it's going to be pretty loud. That's a single click. Now the next one, which is basically a click and then continuing after a second, that's gonna have a triple click because the series has 2 clicks, and then they're all gonna be and there's actually gonna be 3, counting the click at the end, which is the stop indicator. That's 1. Which is the stop indicator. I've only gotten to as far as that, currently. But never farther. I think I've only gotten to as far as that. Now the clicking is so quiet that, I mean, it sounds quiet when it's off camera, but then when it's on camera and then I watch the video, it's pretty much loud. Not as loud as the 2000, of course, but loud in a way. Now, my 2000 has gotten lower, like really low. Like, my 2000, particularly the 2000 keychain, it doesn't have a distortion restriction, which is what the full-size 2000 has, which is that it can only tolerate a certain amount of distortion, and so if there's too much distortion, then it's going to do a jump scare. Or if the pitch is too low, then it's going to do a jump scare. Well, mine doesn't have that, and because of that, I've actually managed to get my 2000 to become so distorted you can barely hear it. Not only that, but my 2000 has not only that, but my not only that, but my 2000 can actually do like a really low pitched jump scare without even pitch bending. Double click. I believe this is going to be 6. Triple click. So that's 3 in a row. Okay, so like I said, now the next one is actually going to be a continuing jump scare where the fire alarm doesn't completely complete. It doesn't completely finish, but it's still going to stop after 6 rounds. Okay, so like I was saying, it's gonna, like I was saying, it's going to, like I was saying, it's actually, like, it can do a jump scare so low pitch and not pitch bend, which is not what a full-size 2000 can do. And so, it can go so distorted that you can barely even hear it, not even when it's against your ear, which is how low I got it to. And the lowest I've ever gotten to in terms of jump scare is the keys in between D sharp, if you're musical, D sharp and D, the key in between. So key kind of slightly higher than D sharp, but slightly lower than D. But it cannot pitch bend, but it does not pitch bend. I don't know how, I don't think I've gotten low with a demon jump scare though. However, so according to that, my Bop It 2000 keychain does not have any distortion restriction, which is, again, the amount of distortion it can handle before it will actually just like glitch out. And that's what a 2000 would do. If a 2000 was so distorted and it was so low in pitch, it would actually just jump scare because it can't handle it. But with mine, it can get so distorted that you can't even hear it. And because of what happened 2 months ago, whenever the batteries are low, it's going to become so distorted, and so the voice is going to fade out and the pitch is going to drop. Now, this is the quickest round I've gone through. There's no clicks in this one.
Alert. My battery is running low.
Uh-oh.
20. Turn on low power mode. Okay. Turn on low. Stop recording video. 9 minutes. Stop recording.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the video right here. Stay tuned for part 3.